Hello, y'all. Hi, this is Jaleisha J. Hey, hi. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's been, I think, a month since I did one of these, so this is going to be interesting. But hi, and if no one's going to be here, that's fine. Maybe someone will catch this later, which is fine. I wanted to do a live. I said on my last video that I posted on Tuesday that I would like to do a word vision board virtual engagement with you guys on my next live. So here I am. First of all, can I just say I've reached 2,050 subscribers. That's dope, yo. I'm excited. That's dope. I'm grateful and thankful. I did this. I made that video about me quitting my job back in like the end of October. And so look where we at. Hi, Shirley. Hi. But I made that video back in the end of October and I've already gained 2,050 subscribers. I'm really, really grateful. I'm putting my full forth energy into growing the channel and building community. So I'm grateful and I celebrate that. So yay. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everyone is resting and they are pouring into themselves. I really wanted to do, I made a vision board already. So it's not gonna be like we actually creating a vision board. And I don't wanna show y'all because I don't make bad juju. I flash it. There go my vision board. Cause you never know who's watching that ain't saying nothing. You never know. But I wanted to just express why I'm calling in the life that I'm calling in, and that if you guys want to participate or be your own champion of your own experience this year, how I'm just encouraging you to do that. I just pray everyone is having a good day or having a good weekend and having a good start. I will give you a life update of what's going on with me. If you don't know, my name is Jaleisha Jones. This channel is pretty much documenting me taking machete to my life and pretty much unraveling everything that I set forth. Can I teach you English? No, sir, I cannot teach you English, but you can find an English channel on somewhere on this YouTube, and it can help you. Okay, a tutor. Okay, but thank you for being here. But no, so I'm taking a machete to my life, and 10 months ago, I took medical leave after burnout. And then 6, 7 months ago, I actually quit my corporate job in 9 years. I asked my mom to move out. She had been living with me for 9 years. She moved out 5 months ago. I put my house up for sale. I sold my car maybe 3 weeks ago. And the last person that was living in my house, they have moved out last week. And so I'm the only person that's left with my 2 dogs, and my house is still on sale. So how am I doing? I am stressed. I am stressed. I'm going to be very transparent because that's what I'm doing on this channel. My house is up for sale. I paid my mortgage up until March of this year. And the market is slow, which I knew these things already. There's a lot of competition in my area because my community where I'm living, they're constantly building. So there's new houses. And there has the whole month of December, there was only one person that came to see the house. And so there had been no traffic, which just really, I didn't really pay much attention to it. So then the beginning of this year, January 1st, I reached out to my realtor and I'm like, what's going on? And so she was like, I recommend us lowering the price on the house because you're in competition with all the new houses and you need to be in competition with the houses that are already lived in. So we had to lower the price. I agreed to do that. I removed all of my personal portraits and everything off from the house. I've been cleaning my butt off every day. I just had someone right before I came on live. There was a showing at my house, my dogs, y'all. I have 2 dogs, so prepare for this. There was a showing at my house just before I got on here. There was a showing at my house yesterday. There was an open house at my house yesterday. I have not been feeling so centered within myself these last few days just because I'm not, I want things to happen quickly. That's what I'm used to. And so when I first put my house on sale, I prayed about it, I meditated on it, I asked spirit, and the one message I kept getting back in my intuition is patience. It's going to take patience. And patience is something I normally don't have. Yes, I have pimples right now. Okay, thank you for pointing that out. I have pimples because I'm stressed. so my body is producing. And that's why I'm being honest about what's going on with me because I'm stressed. But thank you, thank you. I do know, and my skin is gonna rectify itself. I put a mask on earlier. Look, I'm beautiful, and if you can't speak English, how you saying all these words? Let me move on. Like I ain't got time. Going back to what I got going on, but you gave me a compliment and then you kind of slighted me. Anyway, so that's what I was saying. I have been stressed, and but at this point, you Lumerica. I don't know if you a man or a woman. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to gauge. I'm going to say hi. I'm American. I'm in Texas. Moving right along. Oh, God. But no, you're a man, so automatically you're disqualified, sir. Automatically you're disqualified. I don't want to hear nothing else you got to say. How dare you get on this thing, get on here and talk about how I look? This is not you. This is not a safe place for you. And if you say anything else, I'm gonna make sure you can't talk on her. Okay? It's just not a safe place. This is for women. This is a safe space for women. the audacity. Oh, I rebuke it. Men, if y'all watching this, go away. Go away. Unless you pour in love, go away. Y'all can't do nothing for me here. Okay? And I can't do nothing for you. No, but back to about my house. Goodness gracious. Ugh. I knew it was a man because only men will sit here and try to compliment you on this internet and then also try to you lie. Anyway, so I've been stressed and I actually me and my mom and I've told my situation. If y'all been watching my journey, I asked my mom about it was not healthy, our connection, but she was actually praying for me the last few days and she's been pouring love into me, which is kind of nice because I am hesitant to tell her anything that's going on with me or be vulnerable because she can pour love, but then she could also pour some fire or some gasoline and just torch everything. And so I've been on eggshells pretty much, just dealing with the house. I've cleaned it as much as possible. I've done as much as I can do. And so I'm kind of just surrendering this moment and I'm releasing because I don't think it's going to sell quickly. I think it's going to take some time and that's okay. But it's very uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable because now I am also in this space of like, see, Inula, you no longer can say anything. I went ahead and just I don't want to hear nothing else you got to say. Thank you for your services. No, but I had been just kind of all over the place, and I've kind of been just surrendering to the moment and surrendering to what is. And so when the new year was coming in, I really focused on you welcome, Shirley. Look, I kind of just been focusing on the new year of the word I want for this year. And I know that God's spirit source has not led me to this point for me to like for this not to come into fruition, but it is uncomfortable in this season. It is very uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable, but I'm trying to just be transparent and not act like everything is hunky dory because I'm going through it. My fears are coming in my face. I have security fears. I have scarcity fears, and I'm healing my nervous system. So a lot of things I've been doing is a lot of breath work, a lot of talking to myself, a lot of calming myself down, a lot of walks, soon I'll be getting off of social media so I can just cleanse my spirit. And I just want to pour into my YouTube channel and also continue to write my book that I'm working on, and also look for remote work, and also move forward with going to Europe. So I'm still moving forward as is, but it is very uncomfortable in this season, especially if I got to get up and move these dogs around. If somebody's coming to look at this house, clean up after these dogs, baby. But I'm grateful. Let me not complain. We talking about words today. Okay, this is my vision board. I don't want y'all really to see it, but what I really wanted to implore to you, because I don't believe real. I think vision boards are BS, but I have one. It's not a regular vision board. It's a word vision board. I'm using a word. Hi. I'm using a word for the year. I'm not focusing on embellishing all these goals and embellishing all these dreams. I'm focusing on what I want to feel and what experiences I want to have, and how I'm going to decide what is my compass, how I'm leading my life. And I think that before, I used to make vision boards to set all these goals in the beginning of the year. I want to lose weight. I want to be this. I want to do that. And then I would start off good, and then I'll fall off because we're human, or something wouldn't work out the way I wanted to. And then you just completely give it up. Or there's this freeze of flight where either you run from it, or you're not ready for it, or you don't measure up to the ideal that you had in your head and you just let it go. Or you put all these things on a vision board, or these goals that you're not making any movement towards. Like, they're just they're pretty, they sound good. I don't want to live in that way. I don't want to move by all these big goals. I would rather, that's too much pressure on me. That's too much pressure. I would rather live by, what do I want to feel this year? This year I want to feel courage in everything that I'm doing. I'm moving forward in faith, and it's taking a lot of courage to quit my job, put my house up for sale, ask my mom to move out after living with me for 9 years, and start entrepreneur work, and deciding to live abroad for a little bit. That takes a lot of courage, a lot of courage. And so anything that I'm experiencing now, even dealing with connections, being on camera, is courage. I used to do this. I used to be on camera, but I used to be afraid to show my true self, because either my mama and them gonna be watching, my cousin, everybody got something to say, or men would be on here with their little comments, thinking somebody care what they gotta say. It would be overwhelming, and I would be so sensitive, and I would be like, it's too much attention, it's too much. But I would be praying for these things, and I would be asking for these things, and when they would show up, it just was too much. And so now I'm actively healing my nervous system, calming myself, because I am worthy of being seen. I am worthy of the things I desire. I am worthy of doing whatever I want to do. The world is telling me different. This government definitely telling everybody different. Me as a Black woman, my family's telling me different. But I got to reset that. And if I'm going to reset that, I have to do that in courage. So that is my word for this year. And if I could tell y'all anything, just think about how you want to feel this year. What do you want to experience? How do you want to show up? Because if my personal belief is that if you know how you want to move, and you take action, and you move forth in that way, I believe in a higher power, you will be met. You will always be met. You will always have opportunities. I said in my last video that I posted when I was talking about calling in, that like a couple years ago, I wanted to go viral. No, even before that, this house. When I was trying to live the American dream, okay? I was trying to live the American dream back in 2020, right when COVID hit. I was working. I was working from home at that point because COVID hit. And I remember I thought the next best thing to do is to get a house. But I was like, how am I gonna get a house? I don't make enough money. It's really just me, solo income. Like, my mama here, but really it's me. It's on me. I don't know how this is gonna happen. But I started manifesting. I started praying. I wrote the stuff down. I was being very intentional. And I met someone, well, my friend introduced me to a realtor, and then it just started snowballing. And then I went through the process of getting the house. They kept saying, you can't get the house because you don't make enough. And then it come to find out I still got the house because I ended up getting a raise or something or a bonus that year. And so it put me over the edge. I still don't know how I got the house. Okay. I still don't know how, but I got the house. This is something I had been asking for. And because I moved forward, I kept going through the process. Somehow it happened. It connect. It don't make sense. But then the funny part about it, not the funny part, the irony part about it, I remember I was so afraid when I got the house. 'Cause I was like, how am I gonna pay for this? And I was talking to multiple men at that point because I was out here dating. One of the men I was talking to, he was like, why would you get a house? He was like, you could have the keys to my home. You could have my home. Like, he was like, you could live with me. I would take care of you. I would take care of you. And at that time I thought, I'm gonna do me, okay? No. So I was like, no. And he was like, I don't understand why you putting all this pressure on yourself. And hindsight 2020, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. But I was like, whatever. And the other dude I was talking to, he pretty much was like, you trying to run from me. That's why you moving to the boonies. And this other man was telling me, well, the expenses do go up, property taxes, just your property tax is gonna go up. Just be prepared. And so I was scared. I had anxiety like a mother. I was like, why did I do this? I'm gonna get this house. Why did I do this? And so I kept I was praying. I was visualizing. I was like, okay, I asked for this house. You gave me this house. I got this house. I need the income. I need the income. And so, well, the funny thing is, I kept my income raised like $20,000 within 3 to 4 years while I was living here. So for the first time ever, I was bringing home. Like I said, I've been honest. I was making $80K when I quit. So actually, I had just got the raise. I hadn't even worked to get $80K. I had just got promoted as $80K when I quit my job. So I had got over $20,000 within 2 to 3 years, 3 to 4 years. And so I was able to have the house. The income came because I took that necessary step. So that's why I have absolute faith that if you take the step, you will be met. If you show up as whatever you're asking for, whatever you're desiring, you will be met. It may not be the way you think it's going to be or how it's going to, or the way you want it to be, but it'll show up. That's my belief. Shirley says, men, I love them. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest. I love men. I love men. Yes, I agree. I love men. I love mature men, emotionally mature men. I love evolved men. So that's what I love. I have really good discernment, and my tolerance is, I have no tolerance for BS. So, and I'm not openly dating right now. I'm not on apps. I'm not on anything. I don't talk to, I can read a man really quickly, and yeah. But when I was dating, it was good. And I have many experiences. But hindsight, the one man that was like, I could have his keys and I could have his house, he was serious. He had been trying to court me for some years. He had been on me. He was a Virgo. He was really consistent and patient and dedicated. And he was a provider type of dude, which I like. I like them types. But I just was not attracted to him at all. And I could not think, I was thinking immaturely. No, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna put that on myself. I just wasn't attracted to him. And I think you deserve to be attracted to who you're dealing with. So going back to, and if I wanted to talk to him today, he would talk to me. Unless, I hope he's married, Lord. I hope by now a woman is allowing him to spoil her, because he deserves to have that. Okay. But yeah, going back to anytime that I have moved forward with a word or a vision board or a desire, I've always been met. For like 2-3 years ago, I wanted to go viral. I was really wanting to go viral on TikTok. I was being really dedicated. I put it on my vision board that I wanted 1 million subscribers, 1 million views. I wanted to blow up. I wanted to be seen. I wanted an increase in my business. I wanted all these different things. I had got a virtual assistant. I was like, I want to be able to quit my job, and I want to expand. I want to grow. I want to do these things. Baby, I started showing up. I started claiming that because I was like, I'm walking in growth. That was my word the year. Growth, growth, growth. I'm growing, I'm growing, I'm growing, I'm growing. Baby, this was 2023. The beginning of 2023, I started showing up. I started consistently posting. I started consistently claiming and visualizing and meditating and like really being focused on creating content, putting myself out there, creating courses. When I say I did this about 2-3 months consistently, then bam, 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 TikTok blew up, Facebook blew up. I was like, hold on, what's going on? What is going on? The every video was hitting. My Facebook was hitting. I was having people from my job message me saying, I saw your video. And I was just like, oh, it's happening. And then I started getting people signing up for my courses and signing up for everything. Now, what did I do? Because I was asking for this. I was calling this in, but it was a shock to my nervous system. I was like, oh, it's really happening. Oh, baby, I ran away. I said, I need a little break, social media break, and I got off. And then after that, I just went into a downward spiral of being sad because I didn't show up for myself. And what I'm just trying to implore is that I've seen it firsthand. You'll be met. Now, I'm looking at these comments, and I know these are men. And like I said, I will not talk to none of y'all. There's nothing y'all could do for me on this thing unless you're going to send me some money. That's all you could do. I don't care about no compliment, boo. I don't care about being pretty. Thank you. That's nice. What would be nice? You could send me some moolah. I'll put my cash out. That's what you could do. So it took back to the ladies, the women. That's all you could do. That is all you could do for me at this point in my life. You can't do nothing telling me I'm pretty. That don't do nothing. But no, how do y'all want to feel this year? What do y'all want to experience? There is somebody who said something on my last video that my word is faith, actually. And I was like, yeah, this is requiring a lot of faith. All this showing up and putting myself out here is faith. And what's the difference from me calling these things in my life 5 years ago versus now, and me running, is that I'm actively, the nose ring look like your nose. Thank you. I appreciate that, love. And you're going to be put on timeout too. Y'all don't get it. It don't hurt. It don't phase, boo-boo. But no, I'm actively healing my nervous system. I'm showing up even when this is uncomfortable. Because I've betted on myself too many times and failed to meet those expectations. And I stayed in corporate America, and it has drained me so much that I'm like, you done took a machete to your life, so you better show the F up now. Even if it hurts. You better not put this camera down. You better not put down your walk. You better keep going. Even if you feel like, oh my God, outside ain't meeting what I'm thinking